Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This is Joe. I'm Shelley. We are Join the Late Bloomers, and this is episode 7 of our
Join the Late
podcast.
Bloomers podcast.
Yeah, we're Join the Late Bloomers.
Yes.
That's us.
That's us.
So today we're continuing talking about problem solving,
Yes.
because we can talk about this forever. Because there's lots of problems in the world that need to be solved.
Yes.
Anyway, what did you want to start?
Let's talk about, let me start off with a quote
Okay.
by the
This is
brilliant
good. This is good.
Albert
I was
Einstein.
reading it. It took me a long time to process.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Albert Einstein said,
It's good.
if I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. And I don't think he meant 55 minutes worrying about the problem. I think he meant analyzing, breaking that problem down, and then coming up with solutions.
Good. All right.
So,
Wow. That's good.
yeah. And so obviously in this season of business, so many of us and us all together have had to solve problems. So the one that I can think of is there was a catering company in the wedding industry, and when weddings and events were totally shut down by the government, they started selling produce.
Yes. Yeah, right away, because they actually had booked they're very well known, so they had a lot of weddings and events booked. So what happened is they had food that they were just going to lose out on. So they got to it and offered a pickup, or I don't know if they did delivery. They may have done delivery too, but we didn't need it because we were close enough. So they offered pickup and delivery. So you just get on the computer, tell them what you want or call them, and then you pick it up that day or the next day. So that was really quickly, they had to do that fast. So that was quick thinking. I know a lot of restaurants were doing that too. I know, because they shut restaurants too, remember?
Yep.
So
Exactly, yep.
a lot of restaurants had to turn instead of wasting that food, they had to turn it into something. And the markets were out of everything at the time.
Yes.
Some of these people were offering like toilet paper, like a roll of toilet paper with whatever you purchased. Or you were able to purchase toilet paper too from them if you needed to.
Yeah, even our next door neighbor, Bite of Jersey, if you're local and you're hankering for a sandwich, they started selling produce, eggs, bread, and toilet paper.
They did. And then I was going to talk about one of mine, if you don't mind, or you want still, or can we change the subject really
your
quick?
turn.
Okay. So I just wanted to talk about, for me, when we're talking about problem solving, for me, it actually makes me think about my grandma when I was a kid, and we might have talked about this before. So I apologize if I'm repeating it, but I think it bears repeating. When we were kids, I have 2 sisters at the time. I have another sister now, but at the time it was just the 3 of us. And in the summertime, she would babysit us, and we loved it when the ice cream man, for those of you who know what the ice cream man is, he would come around with the ice cream and candies, and then with grab bags. So once she saw what we were getting, she was paying for it, of course. So when she saw what we were getting in the grab bags, she was like, oh no, this is a problem. This is a problem because she's paying X amount of dollars for something that were crappy toys, excuse my language. So she's like, I can do this better. So she saw a problem and she solved it by doing way bigger grab bags. I don't know what she spent on it, but I know it sounds silly and simple, but that I think really relates even in today's industry, where you can see that maybe as a business person, you see somebody doing something, you're like, that's good, but I can do it better.
Yeah.
That's a problem, and you have the ability or the capability to solve that problem. Go for it. That's what I say. Go for that. Find the issue that bugs you the most, that you think is a problem, and find a way to solve it or make it better. That's really what my grandma did, is she made it better.
That's great.
And that kind of ties into what Bloom Nation has. I know we mentioned Bloom Nation before. Bloom Nation is is actually the person that we use to host our website. When you want to order flowers from Here Come the Blooms, you just go to herecomethblooms.com. And Bloom Nation is actually the Etsy of florists.
Yep.
That's what we call them. And we're actual people behind that. When you're ordering from like 1-800-Flowers, there's no florist behind that phone. There's actually a call center behind that phone, and they just give it out to whomever they want. And what happens is you're not even getting what you order, basically. That's what it comes down to. So Bloom Nation has found a way to make it so that they're connecting you with real life florists, not just someone answering the phone. And they host our website, and I feel like they found that problem. They're like, this is a problem. Customers want to order. They're not getting what they want because they think that that's what they're ordering, but by the time it's sent down to them, it's like half the dollar amount that they were ordering. So they found a way to make that work. Mm-hmm. And they found the problem, it's not like they did a whole remodel and found something new, because as the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. So they didn't find something brand new, which that's great when you do, but they found something that was already existing, but they found a way to make it work. So it actually works. It's improved our business, and we can't say enough about it.
So I'm here in the van, our work van, as you can see, because we had a problem. We were filming episode 7 in our flower shop. That's our studio as well. And we started a little too late. Our wholesaler showed up. Then we had to open the shop. So here I am in the van finishing episode 7 with problem solving. And we're talking about two fronts. Solving the problem for your customer. That's why you're in business. But every day that we are in our business, we have to solve problems. Many of them we've caused ourselves. And so if you are in the same boat, go ahead, say something in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about it. But being a problem solver is so key to your business. It's also a hard thing. You have to be willing to take on those challenges and not give up. And when you look at these problems, instead of worrying about the problem, look at it, analyze it, unpack it, be humble enough to look at it and look to see if it's a self-inflicted problem. Because anybody who's been in business knows we create a lot of the problems. And so if you can come up with some options, come up with some solutions, and then be decisive. And if you choose the wrong option, be humble enough to go to the next option. The thing is, we can solve problems, and when we do, that's when we find success in our business. If you're enjoying what we're doing, please go to our YouTube channel and like this video, subscribe, share this with your friends. We want to grow this channel into a community of late bloomers. With that, have a great day. We'll see you in the next episode. Shelley, both Shelley and I, and not here I'm pointing to the shop over there.